Performance by Vargas, and now we pick up round two of Vasily Lomachenko against
the other guy, and the other guy is going in slow motion from his point of view.
It is from our point of view.
A mark on the left cheek, and given what we've seen of Piriyapinyo's right hand, I'm guessing that's the result of head contact between Lomachenko. Piriyapinyo doesn't have enough rounds left to make up the gap.
Let's see the score.
Sean Latarna, Piriyapinyo.
Sean Latarna.
Yep. You can call him Sean.
I'm going to call him Sean Latarna.
Piriyapinyo landed a couple of left.
Nicholas Walters destroy Nonito Donaire. Featherweight division has a very interesting matchup on its hands in Lomachenko.
Has the title belt. Nicholas Walters took one from Nonito Donaire October 18 in Carson, California. Evgeny Gradovich has a title belt, and you'll see him next week, Piriyapinyo, because, you know, that happens quite frequently when you've got a southpaw against a conventional fighter. Particularly a conventional fighter who has to dip and throw to the body.
To keep the pressure on after Lomachenko onslaughts him like this.
Fantastic uppercut. Amazing uppercut. Began that series of...
Faster pace early, much more offensive-minded early. We'll see what happens if this fight continues on. And Lomachenko's favorite there. That might be the best matchup of all.
Great skill matchup.
And when you ever had a chance to see two-time gold.
I never saw a guy that's so ambidextrous. He snaps that right jab. He hits you hard with the left hand. I mean, it's incredible. Lands a million punches. You know, either hand, he's just unbelievable. And his ring generalship, beyond.
On the ring without his back ever touching the ropes.
But we've seen, you know, he was Jeff Fennick a little bit in this fight, and then all of a sudden he's Willie Pep in this fight. He's a combination throwing pressure fighter. He's a power punching pot shotter, and then all of a sudden he's a fleet-footed escape artist.
And he has hurt Piriyapinyo again with a body shot. And he created some stationary, you know, position here for a left hook to the body, and then sometimes circling back to the right, forcing out Piriyapinyo to try to time that left hook to the body. It's not easy to do.
No, he hurt him that time with that body shot, I think.
Same way he hurt Orlando Salido in the 12th round with a body shot. Same way he hurt Gary Russell 2 or 3 times with body shots. Here he goes again, digging to the body. That was a big left hand by Lomachenko. 17 punches landed by Lomachenko in this round, according to CompuBox. All of them with
in slow motion because we're already reacting to what we know he has to do.
Like an anticipation of the future.
Use it to set up right-hand power shots. He was doing that brilliantly 2 rounds ago. Now he's back to being able to, you'll see him next week on the undercard of the Terrence Crawford fight in Omaha, Nebraska. Hard left hand by Lomachenko, up and under. He's landed that shot 2 or 3 times.
That's also from repetitions in the gym.
That's it. It's the years and years and years.
For years and years.
I mean, he turns into Willie Pep all of a sudden.
Well, no other guy you know in boxing.
To, say, Las Vegas from Ukraine. Or Carson, California, where he fought Gary Russell Jr.
Lomachenko's timing and rhythm are unbelievable. I mean, if he the only weakness I see in Lomachenko maybe is his face tends to mark up from not too much contact.
Well, he's got
avenged, and as a pro twice, and as a pro, so he got the better of it. And as a pro, the one featherweight championship, acquitted himself pretty well in that fight against Chris John. All things considered, has had over
397 amateur fights, 396 of them wins.
And the one loss.
He has potential energy, so it's much easier to duck and dodge like that out of that movement.
He counters so quickly. His counter punches arrive so lunging right hands won't help him. His jab isn't much. He's got one punch.
And that's his hook.
That right foot to establish position. I don't think against Piriyapinyo he feels like he needs to probe with the foot, but he's always in position as a southpaw, meaning his front foot is outside of his opponent's front.
Rounds of boxing behind him. Sean Latarna, Piriyapinyo, has been in the ring for 367.
It was just genetically like he's laced with fast twitch muscles. You can see it. His and amateur background as anyone who's ever lived.
There's enough Olympic and World Championship hardware in the building here tonight.
And some shots here that have to be almost equivalent to getting kicked by a cow.
A small cow. Had about a 20-pound functional weight advantage over Lomachenko in the ring.
Fouled Lomachenko 100 times, and I don't even think He was being beaten and outclassed by Chris John, but then came back to have some moments in that fight. Chris John even had
Alternates circling to the left, which is away from Piriyapinyo's left hook to the body, and then sometimes
not even be in the fourth round.
Yeah, to Piriyapinyo's credit, he's smart enough to keep the pressure on after Lomachenko onslaughts him like this.
Fantastic uppercut. Amazing uppercut began that series.
And a beautiful right uppercut from the outside, followed by a left hand and a good cross hook. Then he comes back and throws a 1-2-3, well, a looping right hook, followed by 2 more to keep him backing up. And once he straightens up, bam, there's the overhand left, and down he goes.
LOMACHENKO, 2 gold medals and a bronze medal, and 2 world championship golds and a silver medal for Zhou Shiming. And then, of course, the gold medal that Roy Jones was not given at Seoul in 1988. That's a lot of medals.
That's a whole lot of medals.
Roy, very few fighters can throw that right hook the way Lomachenko just did, or even a left hook, so quickly with accuracy.
Professional rounds, and Lomachenko is schooling him.
Well, Charlatan hasn't been to two Olympic Games.
Right, that's the difference.
Charlatan doesn't have 2 gold medals.
Charlatan wasn't voted the best boxer at the 2008 Seoul Olympics.
And we probably couldn't find Charlatan's other rounds on Wikipedia if we checked.
And on top of all that,
you got to give him credit, son. He's taking some real punches tonight, and he keeps coming right back.
Well, not exactly a luxury life for Charlatan Piriyapinyo. Comes from a small town in Thailand. His parents had a farm. They grew vegetables on the farm, sold them or bartered them for the things that they needed. Lomachenko hammering him against the ropes.
Looked like he took his spar.
and if he has a hard enough head that Lomachenko broke one hand already, who's to say he...
Uppercut with the lead hand by Lomachenko. Uppercut, straight left hand. Brilliant.
Hurt himself again.
Yep.
Shaking the left hand, firing with the right.
Father knows best.
Apparently, with a broken left hand. Harold Letterman, how do you have it so far?
Look, it's about a 9-0, 90-80 Vasily Lomachenko. I tell you, it tells us
that Vasily Lomachenko has not thrown a left-hand punch in this entire round. Normally, that apparently behind the wrong shoulder at that moment for the purpose of seeing it. We tie.
No, it's interesting. It's Lomachenko, though, who reminds me in certain respects more of a Muay Thai or Krav Maga or some kind of...
The heads usually butt. Hasn't happened here yet.
And we're now joined at ringside.
Hands move fast. His reaction and reflexes are super quick.
Just hurt Charlatan again.
This is becoming target practice for Lomachenko.
Coming forward for a punch, he could have injured Lomachenko's hand.
This sounds very counterintuitive to most people. Some skulls are harder than others.
Yes.
And here you got to be careful with that right hand, throwing it over the top like that.
Yeah, it's hurt for sure.
Yeah,
he just hurt it
the
again.
left hand, and now he holds the left wrist, and then he pops